Hello, this is Grandma's Gone Gaming. I am bringing you episode 12 of the Wild West series. I've made some big decisions way back, I think it was 40 days ago. I have a farm. I've done quite a few things around here and decided what to do with my farm, and I'll show you that. It's a little more complicated than what I had thought, but there was a method behind it. Okay, so we have a lot of dogs now. I've been feeding them whatever spare pieces of meat that I have. I have my donkeys over here in a stable, and they are stable, I mean, they're good. They are happy where they are. They have light, they have food, they have water. Yeah, we have some more hay bales here for them. We can make a lot of those. This has been very successful, and I'll have to show you how that works as far as catching things out here and actually being a cactus trap. Well, a cactus trap that catches other things. Doesn't catch cacti. Alright, so what I've done here with the farm is that I decided to divide this up. And I was supposed to have a 400 blocks. 20 by 20 is 400 blocks. That's a lot of blocks. Well, I ended up getting more, but I decided before, when I've done this, I've built higher, or else I've built, try to stretch it out further, and that becomes a really big pain, and then you're walking everywhere, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So what I did this time was, and I'm not going to try to grab up any of this stuff right now, but I have harvested all of this several times. Let's say several times. Anyway, what I have here right now is just the watermelon on this side, and we have wheat here in the middle, and this is, what do we have here? We have actually, well, I don't even have quite as many up here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks of 16, which is what? Let me just multiply that out while I'm thinking about it here. 16 times 8 is 48 and 128. All right, I'm supposed to have 400 altogether, right? And then I have over here, this is 8 blocks, and over there, that's 8 blocks. Now down below, you're going to see, so that's 16 more. 14 and 4 is 144 right there on one layer. So 3 times that, even if I didn't have more, would be 12, 13, 432. So that's close. It's more than what is necessary. But I actually have not done this down there. So underneath we have an extra 8 blocks. So the ones underneath this are actually 136 blocks. All right. So right now, since it is raining out here and the dogs are going to be, look how dark they get, and then when the rain stops they all shake and the water goes all over the place. That's really funny. Anyway, so we're going to go down now and see what's out down below. In here we have, you can see a lot of these. There was an advantage to this, and what I was thinking about was, hey, I can mine at the same time that I am making my my garden. And here we have glass roof, so that's good. We have sunlight coming in. These things are growing really fast. Over here I have things that are left over after I've been doing other things, and there's some stuff in my chests over there too. And as you can see over there, there's my garden with the jungle trees in it. We'll show you the animals that are down below in a little bit. So here we go. Oh, this is, by the way, a water well. There we go. And all the stuff here just to do things. Is there? Aha, I thought maybe there was. Couldn't remember. So I have iron everywhere because it absolutely was a good place to mine, and I have emptied that thing out several times. So we're going to go down. We have 6 levels of each, well, 3 levels of each. So it's 9 levels, excuse me. Yeah, okay, so starting here, we have the layer 2. They have signs. This is Wheat Farm layer 2. And obviously you can see that it is done very well. And I don't need all this stuff. It's just that was what you're supposed to do. So in here I have put now, this is just regular chest, and right now it's the only thing I need in here. In the meantime, while I was working on it, there was a lot of stuff in there. And in here, This is stuff that has been taken out that hasn't been taken away. You know, I mean, they've been harvested. So wheat layer number 2, and I'm just kind of not closing all of them. And wheat layer number 3 is obviously in full play as well. There again, we have an extra hoe. And over here, more stuff left behind. So I expected to be mining out a lot of stuff, and I wanted to build with the cobblestones. That was handy. What I didn't expect was actually that there would be such a solid mass of stone to dig through, because over by the village and over by the other places that are mined a little bit here and there, and even over there by my house, it's not real solid underneath. Over here, where I chose to put this, is pretty darn solid. I didn't start running into other deeper holes until I got down, way down. So we're going to go down and see what's happening underneath. You can see it made it easier once I started doing it and knowing that this is the bottom of the, that is actually where the stuff is planted on above. So when I'd get down underneath, I could see the pattern and I could just, build into that pattern. So that worked out all right. And I'm not going to worry about that. Here's the carrot field layer number 1, and as you can see, it has been fully planted and harvested more than once. It is just, the carrots grow so fast. It's like totally ridiculous. Again, stuff in here, and over here we have more carrots and more carrots and more carrots. Now, as you're seeing here, which I forgot to say up, there are only 2 buckets of water that have been used for all of this stuff. The water is, of course, coming down through 2 cores, one on each side, and that's all it needs. So it's a really good plan. Whoop, come on, one more here. And here we are on the carrot farm layer 2, obviously in the same shape. Again, a hoe. And then over here, more carrots. Oh my word. These things grow like crazy. Over here, and see, I'm out here all the time now. And plus, there's other things keeping it going. It's just, oh, hey, 3 extra torches there. And more carrots. Okay, now we're coming down to this one. Potatoes don't grow so fast. So we have potato field layer number 1. So while we're down here, this is what we're going to do. We're going to run this bunch here, pick them all up, and hopefully we can start getting better results. I did spread the other ones out a little bit before I replanted, but that was a good harvest that time though. Let's see. Maybe we'll put one over here, kind of even it out a little bit. And I was going to do that. I'll spread it out a little bit more like that. And then that usually helps them to grow a little bit faster. Looks like we're going to be in pretty good shape here. And we can get this one here. And this one here. And then as soon as it gets really going, then it becomes just easy peasy stuff. But it takes a little bit of doing to do this part. Oops. All right. Yeah, we're good now. We have quite a bit. Because the more that they grow, the actual more you get out of them too. Okay, so we started with being over by the wall. On the other side. Just kind of do that. And then that one, and that one. And then we'll go in between here like that. And yeah. Now at first trying to, whoops, that's not where I wanted it. Might as well be right about it. At first trying to figure out a pattern of, how they should be laid out, it took me the back of a whole sheet of paper and lots of figuring to decide what to do. Now we have 16 here and we have 2 there. How did those get all confused? So yeah, I'm not going to try to put any more in here. And we will now go down to layer number 2. And I started getting out a lot of iron over here. As you can figure, oh good, I did get more of those actually planted. I couldn't remember if I had. I'm not sure about the lower one, whether it actually got planted or not. Or maybe even just barely started. I will find out in just a couple of minutes. But for now, we'll just kind of do the same thing that we did up there. Just keep it going, and it won't take too long, and we'll just be having potatoes, quote, coming out our ears. which just doesn't sound like a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Ew. Okay, so we can do this here. We know there's some down there, so that's okay. I have 8 more left, so we'll grab these. Yeah, lots and lots of them in here now. There we go. Almost there. And these I want to put in between. And again, that one's, yeah, okay, here. And then here. And we have 32 left, which we'll take downstairs. Here's the final one. And you can see it stops right there. Now I can go underneath. I guess I was filling in with what I had left there. We can go, whoa, don't hang up on me. Come on. There we go. We can go underneath and do more mining. I was just, like I said, coming into places where there's holes, and I didn't find any diamonds or anything like that. But there is a lot of, we're only on layer 36 here. I mean, this is like really not down all that far. And like I said, it was very solid. Lots and lots and lots and lots of cobblestone, which I really hadn't expected. Just thought there were going to be more holes. But, oops, there just weren't. Alright, so now we're going to run this one. And get here. We got 15 left this time. And I think there's more down there. So we should be able to get the same pattern done. I only have 3, so let's go down and get all these. So I debated whether or not actually to make it, since this is not in what I've done in the past. I've done one with slabs, and you can't really do it with water because the water will drain through the slabs now. They didn't used to, but now they do because they get waterlogged. So yeah, so you don't really want to do that. Is that right? Nope, that's not how I should have done it. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's right. I was doing it that way to match. Who cares? I am one of those people, and I'm sure you already know that. So I have my ways of doing things. If it doesn't look right, I'm going to do it over. So, yeah. I'm very picky about stuff like that. Always have been. It's just the way I am. And I probably drive a lot of people crazy a lot of the time. Okay, so yeah, we have 19 left. Whoops, 20 left to put in. Oh, I actually had a couple there that I hadn't planted. So the next time we come down here, then we should have a full field in number 3. So we're just going to go on all the way up. I did a lot of this. Believe me, a lot of this going up and down because I only had like a single chest each time going down there. And it's probably dark up here, but that's okay. I had a bed with me when I was trying to... Oh, I brought more up with me. I didn't realize we're there. That's okay. We'll put those over here then. That'll be a little extra. There's no carrots in there, but that's okay. Yeah. So we'll collect another pumpkin or 2 here. Put that in here. We'll go sleep here in just a few minutes. Any more watermelons down here? Yeah, there we go. A couple of them. Whoops. Yeah, there's no really reason to have these. I have plenty of food, obviously. But yeah, that's part of the thing. You're supposed to make one of each. And I do have eggs. And I have not gone and gathered any sugar cane yet. I know where to find some. Over by the lake. I'm pretty sure there was some over there. Which I should have gotten when I was over there. So yeah, we have... I have slept, so I shouldn't have to worry about anything about phantoms or anything here. So we have over here the garden, which also has a chest. Everywhere has a chest. And I made walls, and I made chairs, benches to sit on. And those will just stay that way. I don't plan on harvesting them and picking them up again. Now we have flowers here because I used bone meal, and then I picked up all the flowers and replanted them, and I needed the grass seed at the time, so that was good. I got a lot of that, and it's all lit up, and our guys here are just chilling in the stuff in the rain. So we have down here, we'll go ahead and do the things, and down here we have pigs that have been butchered a couple times, and they have carrots to be fed, which is one reason you need farms, right? So we have them, and I'm not at this time going to slaughter any pigs, but they'll get too big, too many other than that after a while. You're in my way now. Come on, move. I probably shouldn't have put the things there, but I go up the other corner. Down here, I do need leather, and so I have done at least one slaughter here on these guys, and I'll probably do more because I need more leather. Okay, we got everybody? I think so, yeah. Now, with the underground stuff like this, you don't have to worry about whether or not you have to keep that stuff in your hand as you go out, because it doesn't matter. They can't go up. They're stuck, right? Okay, chickens down here. And we have eggs that we can put away. There we go. I haven't gathered too many because I just mostly ignore them down here. Okay, now we have seeds in my hand. We are going to get rid of some of these. These are the noisiest ones, I think. They drive me more crazy than the other ones do. Got everybody? I think so. Yeah, there we go. All right, we'll do that. And we're going to just take out a couple of the mamas and daddies here, because the other ones are going to grow up fast enough. And I need the chicken. I usually try to leave 2. You don't have to do that, but I usually do. Let's go. Right, there we go. Oh, there's another full-size one. Okay, 2 grown-ups and some chicks. That's perfectly fine. Those are going up into my food chest up there, and I can trade in town. And we got feathers. See, that's another reason for having them, is to make arrows. So that's good. And the next one is the sheep. As you can see, we have red wool happening down here, and that's. But the thing is, no grass. Since I was down in here last, it hasn't grown any grass. And I don't have any grass blocks. I can get one in town. I'm going to have to do something here, I think. Which side is open? I can shear those couple. But what we're going to have to do here is going to be, in order to make this happen, it's not really what I want to do, because that's too close. We're going to go over here about this far. Right here. We'll take these out. These will then become grass blocks pretty soon, and then we'll feed that on down there. And there was enough, but I'm going to have to actually get rid of some of these guys, I think. Yeah, I stretched it out so they'd have more here, but that didn't work very well. Oh well. What we're going to do is grab our shears and we'll feed them. I'm not sure I do want to feed them because they'll just get too many. Well, actually, on the other hand, let's kill a few first. But let's do this. Yeah, this becomes a harder thing to do. Okay, because they got to have the grass. There we go. So we get a little more red, and then I think we'll just go through and we'll kill some of the adults here. We can use the extra meat anyway for the dogs, even if I'm not eating it. Alright. I don't want to take too many of them out. Okay, this should help. See, the grass is already coming down here now. Should be a little bit easier. 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Okay, so then, all right, let's put these in here. We have 41 pieces. I just started doing this in the last couple of Minecraft days. So we have some dirt here. We'll put that up there with that. And they are all red, so that's not a worry. I think we'll go ahead and feed them something. And put that there where it belongs. Nope, wrong thing. There we go. Right there. And 5. And we'll get a couple more out of it. And that way everybody will be happy. Except for the ones that died, of course. There's the little guys. Alright. And I won't worry about it too much. And again, there's grass going to be working its way down here. So that's good. Now we're in the daytime anyway. I can actually then move this down just a little further. They still can't get out. If I go down a little bit further here like this. Leave that one there. Alright, that should help. And if I take this down one more, I can always replace all this later. And what I plan to do then, once I get enough of the red wool... Okay, there we go. What... I have to go down and get that one. Doesn't matter. What I plan to do for the barn is just to make the barn over the top of this. Either over just one of these or over the top of all of them. I'm really getting a lot of stuff going on here that's wanting to stop the game from going. Anyway, so that's where we're at. So, oh, let's see. I was going to take you over and show you where we got a lot of this stuff, and I've gotten clay over there, which I've used. What did I use the clay for? I don't know. I remember I used it for something, or used part of it anyway. Oh, and I did re-engineer these places because I ended up, if the mobs were running into the cactus too much, it got broken down a couple times. So I fixed it because I had a couple holes. Once you do this, though, I put the fences up to these blocks and then use these the same way that I have these, and there are no more holes then. They can't get in through here, and I have had really great success with that. So I've been really pleased with that. And again, now if it was night, and I should have checked out here because usually I spent too long. I would go out in the mornings. We'll just kind of take a trip around. Don't see any creepers or anything out here. Yeah. And just you can just make a trip around out here, and there's plenty of room to do that. And you just pick up whatever's out here. But obviously, even though it had been raining and all that kind of stuff, we didn't get a whole lot out here. I didn't sleep or anything, but yeah, so that's what happens is you just then go pick up stuff, and you can get a lot of arrows and bones and all that kind of stuff. That's how I've gotten bone meal. Oh, okay. Well, since I came over this far, this is not the one that I got the clay out of. Oops, it's the other one over here where the wolves were before. Alright. Now those mountains over there I haven't spent any time in. So I'm going to have to check that. I still haven't found. That's another thing I had kind of thought maybe I would find underneath the farm there would be there. Where did I take? There it is. There's where the clay came out. Would be the actual lost mine shaft maybe underneath there. And I didn't find anything. So possibly there could be something. Now I went way down here. The clay was that deep in this little deposit here. That was kind of startling. You can see I went way underneath there just to get clay out of there. That's all I did was take clay out of there. So I have a bunch of it back at the ranch. At least now I can see where things are. Look, there's another little bit of clay here. But, you know, who knows how deep that is. Look, it's probably pretty deep. Yeah, it probably goes down just as deep. I won't worry about it. If I want more, I can get it. I don't know what I'll do with it. There's really nothing to do with it other than just make some pretty bricks or something like that. You know, some terracotta. Anyway, so that's what I've been up to over a good space of time. And I do have a couple places down underneath there at the farms where I could make some doors out into other areas and see what I can find. So let's see if we got any more green down in there yet. Yeah, one or two. Yeah, that's good. It's filling in. So yeah, it will eventually finish doing that, I think. And I don't want to go any lower than that, because they'll just, yeah, they'll climb out. I don't want that to happen. So I just need to get enough red to make it look like I at least built a red barn. Alright, so I'm going to be back in here, and then I'll be back when some other things happen. I have tamed the horse. I have spent 4 days at the hotel. I have found the lost gold mine. I have bought goods from the traders more than times than I can count. I have tried the blue beer light. You saw that. I have built my own house and farm. Got that. The red barn is still outstanding. I built a stable, I've made the wheat farm, the carrot farm, the potato farm, made the melon and pumpkin farm, made the garden, and planted the jungle trees. I need to expand the town now with 3 more Western-style buildings. That's one of my biggies. I've done my TNT mining. I have found the 2 abandoned huts. I've tamed the 4 dogs. I made a huge pasture. Now, I didn't even think about this. I almost had to giggle. I was going to build another pasture, and I thought, why? I have expanded this place, and there's more than 50 blocks. And this is pasture. Done. There you go. I expanded it way bigger than what it was before and added at least 50 blocks to it. More than. So that's done. All right, so then make an automatic sugarcane farm. I got to do that. Still only have 4 diamonds, so I got to go mining. And I could buy them in town, but they're really expensive, but I have a lot of gold. And I have to found a new town, which means I'm going to bring villagers over here and then make a roadway between the 2 towns. So that's what I'm going to work on. Just those few things and I'll be done. But it'll take a while. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.